You are now smelling the StenchCast.
What's that smell?
Okay.
Oh!
Recording to make the funnies happen.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to FunnyCast. We are your funny host, Pench, and today you are tuning in for episode 58, which is kind of epic.
Oh yeah. Gosh darn.
Yeah. It's probably going to be another StutterCast episode, I'm going to be honest with you. But
yeah, probably, but hopefully. Like I actually have some stories for once, so we might actually have something.
Yeah. I want to start off, of course, with a Helldivers update. I haven't been playing it, really, lately. A whole lot. But, the most recent major order was to overtake the final 3 planets in the Automaton sector. And, yeah, now we are... after succeeding that major order, we are completely rid of the Automatons, and it's only the bugs we're fighting right now. That leaves the Illuminates, or whatever faction may come in, to join in and brutally fuck our asses, but, yeah, I didn't get to participate in the Battle of Durgan at all today, because the game just wouldn't fucking work for me. Every time I tried to boot it up, it wouldn't even play the intro for the game, it would just immediately say, connection gone. No, couldn't establish connection.
No more connection.
Restarting my PC, that's going to lead into my first story.
Well, you might have to go back a little bit because I said something about connection and then I lost connection. Like, I'm not even kidding. I said, like, connection something and then you just cut out completely. Epic.
No, but, the game kept saying, couldn't establish connection to network. Before it would even, like, load the... Before it even play the intro or anything, it would just immediately be like, yeah, fuck you, you're not playing. And to restart my PC.
Yeah.
Which brings me into my first story of today. For the past, like, week, I genuinely am thinking that it was caused by Helldivers. But, I noticed that Helldivers would always crash once after I boot up my PC for the day. Because I turn it off every night. And then it'd be fine with me playing any other time. Then, after the most recent update to the game, the crashes for not only myself, but across the entire player base became extremely more noticeable. If you run the game in administrator mode, at least in my experience, you won't crash, you're fine. But that's also a bit of a hassle. There's a hotfix coming, I think, on Tuesday, I want to say. What sucks is, since the game is originally a PlayStation game, it is... They run on Sony's update schedule. And so they're only allowed to update the game on, like, certain days, I guess, or push out updates on certain days. I don't know. It's a little stupid, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, my PC also started just crashing. Like, it wouldn't just... The game wouldn't crash. The game would freeze, maybe boot me back to desktop, and then just completely crash my whole PC. And I mean a hard crash, where I'd have to power it down completely.
Damn.
Because the PC itself would still be on, but nothing would show on the display.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really starting to piss me off, because it started happening in Cyberpunk, Space Engineers. Really wasn't fucking liking it. I've been searching for the past 3 days for a solution to this problem.
Yeah.
I was going fucking insane by the amount of times I came across the answer, oh, just update your drivers. Listen, buddy. I have an NVIDIA RTX 3060, and it has the most recent driver installed. My CPU has the most recent driver installed. My audio, my video, everything has the most recent driver installed. So why am I still crashing? Oh, you gotta do a clean install. You gotta get rid of all the... It didn't fucking work. So I'm like losing my mind, and in the back of my mind, because I saw someone on Reddit saying that it was like a power supply issue, where their PSU was like bugging out or something. I was really hoping I didn't have to buy a new PSU.
Yeah.
I also saw a comment of someone saying that, oh yeah, if you have it plugged into an extension cord, that can limit the amount of power your PC can draw. So if you have high power draw games, it can actually just shut off your computer.
Yeah, let me plug
I
my
have mine
PC
plugged-
into an extension cord.
That's what I have to do, with the way my room is arranged.
That's kind of wacky.
It is, I know. But I also have a power strip, which I would still have to use a power strip anyway.
Oh yeah.
But, you wanna know what I did to fix the problem, Joe? To fix my PC hard crashing every time I played a game for 15 minutes?
Stuck your penis in it?
Yeah, man. No, what I did was I put it in a different outlet. My penis, of course. No,
Yeah.
the plug to my power supply.
In my fork.
Not on a different power strip, or extension cord, or even a wall outlet. Just a different outlet on the power strip.
Yeah.
I haven't crashed since. I'm so fucking pissed.
Yeah.
And all of yesterday, I was worrying my head off, being like, alright, well, what if the crashes come back? What the fuck am I gonna do then? But they still haven't, which they very well still could, but...
Plug it into a different thing.
I guess, yeah, just start playing, like, fucking Bop It with my power strip. Twist it! Alright. I'm crashing again, what do I do? Bop it! If you say so. Oh, there's an electrical fire.
Stick your dick in it. What?
I mentioned space. I mentioned the space engineers. I got messaged by my friend. He was like, "Bro, you're playing Space Engineers? That's fucking based." And I was like, "Yeah, I was trying to build a really big ship to leave Earth because I like doing that. And unfortunately, I found out that weight is a massive problem.
Gravity's real. That's kind of wacky.
Yeah, I had to strap like fucking 8 large hydrogen thrusters to my ship just to get it to move. And, you know, when I thought it was in orbit, alright, I was like, alright, I'm gonna start getting rid of the hydrogen thrusters and put ion thrusters, because they're easier to maintain. Wait, why is outer space blue? And why are the stars moving so fast? Oh, I'm falling? I'm falling. And then I just watched my ship crash into the ground. And, like, when you crash a ship in I almost said Helldivers, in Space Engineers, there's usually at least something you can salvage.
Mm-hmm.
There's usually, like, I don't know, there's a big hole in the ground and your ship is very damaged and missing a lot of pieces, but a few fires and a few repair jobs and you're good. Everything in my ship was destroyed. Every complex piece was gone. It was just the outer shell. And even then, it was fucking mangled.
Yeah.
Like, it was genuinely unrecognizable. And she was like, alright.
I didn't want it
I'm done playing Space Engies. Yeah. But yeah, I've been enjoying actually playing video games for the past, like, 32 hours because my fucking computer works. Or sorry, 24 hours, basically.
Yeah.
Because my computer actually works now. I was getting
Epic.
so pissed off. I was really worried I was going to have to replace my parts, which
Oh
is
yeah.
not an option for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd also like to save money, not spend it.
Yeah.
I have $40 to my name.
Hey, you can buy me Helldivers.
Yeah. Buy a Chinese power supply, you know all about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, you said you had a story?
I forgot it.
Dang it!
For real. Yeah, I actually got a few stories here, and so I'll go in order of when they happened. So let's start off. All right, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week for episode 7.
Actually, I won't because I quit.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Actually, I think that's the better alternative. But yeah, funny work story time. So we got these new wraps that are kind of dumb, but like, I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about them. I have like mixed feelings. Pretty much everyone else hates them. That works with me because it is a little bit of a pain in the ass. But basically, instead of the tortilla wrap, we use the flatbread, and we like turn it sideways and then like roll it up. And honestly, it's more like a pinwheel than a fucking wrap. But I mean, who cares? And so, of course, just having these, they're new. We're like not really. We don't really know exactly like what to do with if an online order comes in. Like, should we use the tortilla wrap or the new one? I mean, we were supposed to get rid of the tortilla wraps, I guess, but we didn't. So we were kind of confused the first day. But the second day we had them. Well, we also got I think 4 new sandwiches that are supposed to go on the wraps. And so, of course, someone's gonna come in.
You make the sandwich, beat the fuck out of it, and wrap it up with like. You have to wrap it up, and then the fucking wrap won't fully close. You gotta like put tape around it. Here you go.
Like duct tape it.
Here you go, you fat fuck. Go enjoy.
I fixed it.
Fix.
For real.
Here's your fix on bread, you fucking loser.
Just dump a bottle of fucking unmarked pills on it.
Unmarked sauce. What sauce is this? I don't know. Enjoy.
Something. It's green, whatever it is.
It's like guac and ranch or something. It's Chipotle's got their sauce. We have ours.
Yeah. Chipotle's got their sauce. We got Chipotle. You know how it is.
I meant Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. That does make a bit more sense.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so getting these 4 new sandwiches specifically for the wraps, you would think when someone would order a wrap, they would order specifically one of these new sandwiches. No, they're gonna get a meatball. Get a meatball wrap. Like, alright.
Fucking meatball wrap.
So
I wanna save on carbs. I don't wanna eat the carbs and all that like Italian herb and cheese. I'm gonna put my my heart attack sandwich in a fucking wrap.
Give me the fucking meatball.
Let me get a fucking
But yeah, so it was so pathetic looking too, like genuinely, because the person who was making it just, I mean, these are new, so we don't really know fully about them, but it was also a new person. And with wraps, you typically put a foot-long portion of meat on the sandwich. And I don't know if this person just didn't know it or if it was just confusing to them because they ordered a meatball sandwich, but they put 5 meatballs on it, as opposed to the 8.
God!
So there's 5 meatballs and 2 slices of provolone. Nothing else
wraps
wrapped up.
Big enough to accommodate that.
Well, and it is, because I don't know. It just it somehow fit like in a line, but if you do like 8, you like doubles, like make 2 rows, I guess, of meatballs.
Okay.
But yeah, they put 5 meatballs, 2 slices of provolone, wrapped it up, not because they didn't want anything else. And it was probably the most pathetic sandwich I think I've ever seen come out of Subway. Like, it was so.
Wait, can I get it toasted again? It comes out with charcoal.
Yeah. Well, you can't toast the wraps because if you toast it,
I'm making a joke, you fucking idiot.
Well, no, but with the flatbread, sorry, the lavish flatbread, if you toast it, if you toast it, it gets crunch. It doesn't, but it gets crunchy, and then you can't use it to wrap. So you're not allowed. But yeah, that's the funny wrap story. No, like we haven't gotten really any dumber like requests for wraps since then, but I did get a dumber request for a regular sandwich the following day, even. So these 2 people walk in, and they don't speak English. They only speak Spanish. They speak like a little bit of English. So I'm trying to like make their sandwiches while they're speaking Spanish to me, and like making hand motions to like communicate, and I have no clue what they're doing, like what they're saying, what they want. I'm so confused, and like the guy's like,
You cut out for a solid like 5 seconds, and then you just come back. I'm so confused. Like it was utter silence, and I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi. Actually, I could talk about my Wi-Fi after this story because it's actually even worse than it's been.
Oh my god, there we go.
But
3 stories in one night.
yeah, it's crazy. But the he wanted to look at the meatballs. I don't know why, but he wanted to look at them, and he was like pointing at his eye, as in like he wanted to look at it. But I didn't. I, being Mr. Stupid, didn't make that connection. So I was just like, the meatball, yeah, it's like I as in I want meatball, like you want the meatballs, and he's like no, he's like pointing at his eye, and I'm like I don't understand, but he wanted to look at the meatballs, and I was really confused because he had already ordered a chicken teriyaki sub, a 6-inch chicken teriyaki, and after I show him the meatballs, he's like, yeah, that, and I'm like, on the chicken teriyaki sub, he's like, yeah. So he got a 6-inch chicken teriyaki with meatballs on it, which I've never seen. No one's ever got. That's like probably one of the weirdest combinations I've seen, like ever. And it was also just a horrible time because I had to, I didn't understand a single word they were saying, and I had to make their sandwiches, and I felt like an idiot afterwards, because I am one, but not because of that incident. I'm just an idiot in general.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Yeah. But yeah, that's.
Yeah, you are an idiot.
Yeah. Okay. We keep moving on to the next story.
You're a fucking dumbass, is what I'm saying.
Remind yourself.
All right. So my Wi-Fi is.
You're a genuine fucking dumbass. A lobotomy.
So my Wi-Fi is. My Wi-Fi.
My wife. My wife punched me in the mouth. She pushed me down the stairs. And my shoes fell off. And she put a Microsoft CD on my ass. And she started hitting me in my groinal crotchety area and such. And it hurt.
Yeah.
Sir, this is an auto zone. Anyway, your Wi-Fi. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So my Wi-Fi. Yeah. So I don't know what's been going on. It's not as bad these past. I mean, it's still bad as usual, but it's not been as bad these past like 2 days after I reset it 15 times. But like. It's been like so bad. I mean, it still works on my computer because I have it plugged in via Ethernet cord cable, and if I didn't, I probably wouldn't have Wi-Fi like ever. But I have it plugged in funny Ethernet, and so my phone that's connected through however it connects to the internet, it connects to the internet, but it just connects. It says it connected to the internet with no internet access. So I just don't have internet on my phone. I only have internet on my computer, and I'm really glad that I had uploaded my funny Gmod video before this happened, because it was big dumb time, stupid pants, dumb balls, and if I had to upload a video with like that horrible Wi-Fi, it would not have been fun. But I reset it, like unplugged it, plugged it back in like 20 times, and now it's I can't say better because it really isn't, but it's like it's back to how it used to, well, a little less than what it used to be, I guess, because it still sucks.
Yeah.
But you know, it's what it is. It's what it be. It's what it do. It's happening. I gotta poo. I just want to rhyme it.
I don't actually have to poo. I'm constipated.
No, I just want to make funny rhyme.
Yeah.
But yeah. Wait, what? Oh shit. But yeah, funny that time, and yeah, that's my Wi-Fi.
Muffler.
But yeah, that my funny van time. For those of you who don't know, I own a van as a vehicle, minivan.
Call of Duty Vanguard.
Yeah, I own Call of Duty Vanguard, and I drive it to work every day. But
you said you own Call of Duty Vanguard, and I immediately felt like I was talking to a cancer patient, like a Make-A-Wish kid.
yeah,
Sorry to hear that, buddy. I'm gonna get better. I love your confidence.
maybe one day. All right.
So you saw Iron Man yesterday, right? You want to see Stan Lee?
But yeah, for a while, it's been my van has been quite loud. I never noticed because I am literally just stupid.
Yeah.
So I've never noticed.
Yeah, you are a fucking dumbass.
I am, yeah. But like I never noticed it got like super loud over time, and so it went like this for a while until I think it was like a week ago now. I was driving my mom somewhere, and she mentions like, "Man, it's like really fucking loud," and I'm like, "What? Really? Is it that loud?" And I'm like, whatever, who cares? Lo and behold, like 3 days later, I'm driving to work, and I start hearing horrible sound. And I pull off to the side of the road, and I look under my van, and I'm just dragging a pipe.
Like, yeah, I just hear the sound of like a circular saw trying to cut through asphalt.
Pretty much, yeah. That wouldn't be far off from what it sounded like, I think. But yeah, it was like that time and such. And I posted to my funny Snapchat story. And one about my I say one about my bidet, but I called my mom, had her take me.
Bidet?
Yeah, I went to work, had someone pick up my van, taken for repairs, and so now I'm down like $300 out of my savings for new muffler part time and
Newport
pipe. Yeah, I'm down $300 on Newport. $300.
Okay, that's not as bad as I was.
Yeah.
As I.
Well,
first.
$300 on Newports is quite a lot, but no, I mean
now you're stacked for the next month.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
But
neither of us smoke, by the way.
no,
we just like to eat Newports.
Yeah, I'm just
Marlboro Reds are all right, but Newports just got a certain flavor to them.
Yeah, I eat cigarettes. Not even like dip. I just eat cigarettes.
Yeah.
I like the outer casing. It's nice and textury.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, got that good and covered. But one thing that did come out of this, that's epic funny time is, dude, you're gonna make me laugh.
I wish you could have just heard the fucking noise your mic made. It fucking like, you know when a game crashes and it repeats the last like second of a sound for a few seconds. when you cleared your throat, it just went. Anyway, continue.
It happens. But yeah, one thing funny that did come out of it was when I posted on my funny Snapchat. Dude, stop! You're literally gonna make me laugh again. When I posted on my Snapchat story, our friend Mad Max texted me, and I forget the. Hold on, actually, I pulled up, but he texted me.
I'll pull up.
Yeah, he pull up. I pull up. We both pull up.
We don't pull up.
Yeah. Real. What do you say? Oh, I didn't save it, but he sent me like a picture of like a SpongeBob character with like a broken muffler. He said that just means you got cool sounding car now. And then he texted me boo boo keys. So I responded with Wawa buttons as to just like change around like synonyms basically. And then he responds with snake eyes. So I respond with alligator nostrils. He responds with raccoon knuckles. I respond with possum knees. This goes on for 2 days straight.
when ooh,
All right.
cut that out.
Yeah.
When Mad Max was reading this out to me in history class, I made the joke that you were just reading off the Fuddruckers menu.
Real.
Started out as a nod to SpongeBob and then just derailed.
Yeah, there's just at one point he goes, chimpanzee brainstem. I go, silverback gorilla hemoglobin. And he just responds, that's a good one. Toucan stomach bile. Just right back to it.
Oh, that is a good one. It made me chortle.
Yeah. And then it just kept going. We kind of stopped, like yesterday, but that's fine. I don't know. It was fun little back and forth time. But yeah, and yeah, epic funny time and such.
Well,
anyway,
I don't know if anyone who actually watches this remembers, but before I was on my before I was on my my Helldivers kick for the last 4 weeks, I was on a Cyberpunk kick for like the 3rd time in my life. It happened again. I'm on another Cyberpunk kick. I don't know if it'll last as long this time.
Cyberpunt.
I started a new playthrough where instead of going Netrunner like I always do, because originally I didn't know that there were other builds, I went Sandevistan build. I'm trying to anyway.
Yeah.
But I've quickly found out that guns in Sandevistan do not really... They don't really mesh very well, but I'm still gonna try anyway. But... fuck. I immediately... Like, today, I immediately suddenly remembered everything about Cyberpunk Edgerunners. And it was like I snapped back into the mindset I had as soon as I finished the show, where I just didn't want to... I don't want to play anything.
Yeah.
Because I feel just sad. Like I just watched the ending for the first time again. Even like the Cyberpunk I was having a lot of fun with on my new playthrough, and then I suddenly remembered all of Edgerunners, and I was like, I don't want to play this anymore.
I don't want to do this.
Man, I don't want to do this no more. But I think it's just because like I want new Cyberpunk content. But wait. Oh! Oh!
Oh my god. That's so audible.
Not sponsored.
It's yours today.
But I really want to like watch this episode now.
Because you farted?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, fair
That's
enough,
the
man.
brand, dude. That's the brand.
That it is.
StenchCast.
Yeah, when it
Stenched all over the cast.
Yeah, make sure you're watching this on your smell-o-vision, everyone. You can smell that rank-ass fart from your home.
Yeah. And have your parents collapse. And
Yeah.
their shoes fall off.
Your house burned down.
Your house flips upside down. You fall through the floor. TV explodes.
Man, that shit's so stanky, my house did a flip.
But, yeah, I know, like, I know that nothing new is going to come out of Cyberpunk for a very long time, probably. Yeah. Both Studio Trigger and Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red have kind of openly said that Edgerunners was meant to be like a one-and-done thing. They're not really planning on doing another season. They've expressed that it would be cool. It'd be cool, too. But they really don't have any plans. Cyberpunk Project Orion is in concept phase right now. They're not even like in development. It is entirely just they are talking about the game. They are writing it. They're like, goddamn, does it hurt to know that like nothing new will come from Cyberpunk for a while.
Yeah.
There was originally going to be another DLC after Phantom Liberty, but it kind of just got canceled so they could work on Project Orion.
Mm-hmm.
There very well could be another DLC for Cyberpunk, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
Which another thing that sucks as well is, if I'm not mistaken, they're working on a Witcher project, and that has more priority over the Cyberpunk project at the moment. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's gonna be another like 10 years before we get another Cyberpunk like game or show or whatever, probably.
Yeah.
Like, even the show was fucking delayed, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe.
I'm 99% sure its release date was delayed.
I have no
Because
idea.
I thought it was supposed to come out a lot sooner than it did. I could be wrong. But I just really hope that Orion doesn't end up being or having the same development hell cycle that Cyberpunk 2077 did, because holy fuck, like, people were waiting for Cyberpunk for like 8 years,
Yeah.
which is crazy to think about. It was meant to come out in 2018 originally, I think, and then it got delayed for a year, and then another year, and then it got delayed by like a month, which, when a game gets delayed by just a month, I think that's when you can tell that something's wrong, because it's like, oh, they are like desperately trying to fix things. Like, they are
Just slapping something together.
crawling to get more time. They are scraping more time.
Oh.
But yeah, no, it's really sad because I love Cyberpunk. And I want more.
Yeah.
And also, it sucks that, like, in the Edgerunners, like, update that they made, where you can find Edgerunner shit in the game, big spoilers, by the way. If you don't want the show to be spoiled, you should probably just stop watching. Right now, and just go watch it. But, because I don't know, like, when I'm going to be done, so I don't know what a proper timestamp would be to give.
Yeah.
But you can find the death locations of 2 of the characters. I don't know where. I saw a Reddit post about it, but I haven't been able to find it since. Apparently you can find Peeler's death location. His little fucking puddle of brains. And you can find another death location that I'm not gonna say because I just remembered that Joe has not finished Edgerunners.
No, I finished your mom.
I finished In Your Mom. You have a little brother now. He's on his way.
Yes!
He's coming. No, not yes. Because he likes...
He likes.
Well, I farted right after I said that.
I thought you just tapped on your desk.
No, it was a fart.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
But, you can find that another character's death location because their blood is splattered on a fucking dumpster. And it's like, oh, fuck!
Oops! How'd that get there?
Yeah, and it's weird because Cyberpunk 2077 is literally exactly a year after the final events of Edgerunners.
Yeah.
So, like, when you find one of the character's weapons and it's somehow in still good condition, like, it's a little rusted, but, like, if you've ever left something metal out just in the wild, in the sun and in the rain for a whole year and in the snow, well, I think you know that thing is no longer metal. It is fucking basically dust.
Yeah.
I remember, my brother used to have this scooter, and he left it out. He left it outside the shed for like years. I remember walking over to it because I asked him if I could ride it, and he was like, I mean, if you want.
If
Walked
you really
over to
want
it.
to.
I'm looking at it and it's all rusty. It's like, that's probably fine. I put my hand on the handlebar and the handlebar falls off. And I'm like, alright.
For real?
This was probably when I was like 9, but yeah, I was a little surprised by the condition of the character's firearm. But the fact that you can find it is really cool.
Yeah.
And very close to where they died, like only a few yards away. Which a spoiler for the game as well. I actually, this character gets killed by Adam Smasher, and I decided to kill Adams in my last playthrough. I decided to kill Adam Smasher with their weapon, as just a final fuck you, a revenge. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just really sad that nothing's gonna come to the game probably for a very long time.
Yeah.
I love all the shit that you can. I forgot. I'm not done with where I was going with the Edgerunners thing. You can find a lot of Edgerunner stuff. You can find the main character, David's jacket. You actually get to have a small conversation with the character Falco, who is one of the characters in the main character's crew. Stop it!
Alright.
Fucking idiot! Your mom should have swallowed you.
That would have been cool.
That would have been cool, and then she's like sipping on a fucking Dr. Pepper from McDonald's. That would have been cool.
Yeah. It's a Coke from McDonald's, actually.
But
that was mean.
That was cool.
That was cool.
But there's one thing that I absolutely fucking like desperately wish for.
Calm.
And it's an interaction with Lucy, who is one of the main characters from Edgerunners. But I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Yeah.
I would love to have some sort of closure as to like what she ended up doing after the end of the show.
Your mom. Alright, I'm sorry. Alright, well. So it's SmenchCast now. This is too much, I quit. Oh, just in time. Welcome.
Come!
This is why we keep you around.
This is why we haven't killed your parents.
Yeah.
This is why your wife is...
Oh.
I wouldn't quite say alive, but...
Yeah.
But,
we keep her.
no, that's like the biggest thing that I would just love to see is interaction with Lucy.
Luffy from One Piece.
Yeah. Or at the very least, just like, if Falco would have said, like, what she's up to, that would have been cool. But, yeah. I also just kind of wish that there was more from Edgerunners in Cyberpunk. Because, sure, you can find some of the locations of, like, characters' deaths. You can actually find, you can find 2 of the apartments, which is awesome. Yeah, you can go in Rebecca's apartment and Peeler's apartment, because, you know, they're brother and sister, they share an apartment.
P in her apartment.
And if you get the funny secret ending of Cyberpunk 2077, you end up living inside of David and Lucy's apartment, which it's so fucking weird because that was a thing before the show came out. Ooh. Which I know the show is being worked on before the game came out, but it's just weird that That, like, I remember that was the first ending I got, was that, like, super secret ending. I remember seeing that apartment, and then seeing it in the show, I'm like, wait a fucking minute. That's the same apartment. Lo and behold, it is the same apartment. Not only is it the same apartment, but everything that is in the game is also drawn in the show, so you'll see, like, a bottle on the counter. It's there in the show.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing they used it as a reference. But the little, like, sofa in front of the TV, like, everything's in the exact same place. And it's so fucking weird. But, yeah, I don't know. Also, for the next Cyberpunk game, I wonder if it'll even take place in the same location. If it'll be in Night City.
It's gonna be in New York.
Yeah. No, but Night City genuinely seems to be, like, almost the capital of the world.
Yeah.
So I wonder if either it will take place in the same era, or if the next game will be during, like, Johnny Silverhand's era, like 20... It was... The missions where you play as Johnny Silverhand take place in 2023. And it would be cool to see the Cyberpunk Night City in that era. But, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
In other news, things that actually are new and have come out lately,
These
Invincible
nuts.
Season 2
Oh, yeah.
just finished up. Did you watch it, Joe?
Yep, that's good. It's actually really
All
good.
of it.
Yeah? What do you mean all of it? Of
And-
course I did.
Season 2, Part 2... Oh, shit.
All 20 episodes.
Season 2... Yeah. yeah, totally.
Yeah,
I fucking wish.
yeah. Same.
Fucking 8 episodes is just not enough.
Well, I mean, at like 40, 50 minutes, it's pretty decent.
That's fair.
Because if you look at
But,
like an anime, for example, it's like 20 minutes with like 12 to 13 episodes. With
Yeah.
Invincible, it's like twice that, so you get like technically 16 episodes.
Basically, yeah. But, yeah, I really liked the new season.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I farted.
Yeah. I'm gonna get into spoilers, so again, if you
Yeah.
don't want this spoiled, just click off the fucking video. Go watch Invincible.
Yeah.
You'll have an infinitely better time than here.
Yeah.
There is one kind of, like, gripe that I had with it, and it's that the characters that quote-unquote die just come back. Like,
Yeah.
everyone... Like, okay, so the Guardians of the Globe face against the Lizard King squad, and they get... Well, some of the members, not all of them. They get fucking murdered.
Yeah.
It is horrible. Duplicate ends up getting fucked beyond belief. Her and her last clone just get their faces fucking shoved into each other and they both die.
They get pranked.
So Duplicate's just dead.
Yeah. Or not.
Shrink Ray, I think that's her name?
Yeah. Shrinking Ray.
Shrinking Ray. So fucking stupid. But, she gets vored by an alien. Or
Yeah.
by
Well,
one of the reptile guys.
She does her. Well, it's kind of like forced divorce. She just does the funny shrinking into his mouth.
Yeah. She basically did the, like, you remember the meme of, like, Ant-Man shrinking up and then going inside
Yeah.
Thanos' asshole?
You watched the critical video too, I see.
Well, also, that's just the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah.
But, but, she did that, but on the other end. And she tried to expand, but she just kind of got crunched.
Yeah. Just munched.
And then Rex just gets straight up shot in the back of the fucking head. But apparently, like, missed any vital parts of his brain somehow. Because he kills the guy that shot him.
Yeah.
Shrinking Ray crawls out of the corpse of the dude that almost killed her.
Mm-hmm.
And Duplicate comes back at the end of the season. Because, like, this is to be expected, and it was very smart that she would have done this.
Yeah.
But she hid a clone of herself very far away, so that way, number one, she could retire if she wanted to. Number two, if the quote-unquote last clone ever died, she wouldn't actually be dead.
Yep.
But her and Immortal have a relationship together, so she just let him mourn and go insane for like a week. And then just decided to pop in and be like, hey!
I don't know how I got here in this, like, cabin in the Alps, but what's poppin'?
I know. It makes no fucking sense to me.
Alright.
And then, Invincible Mark gets into a fight with... God damn it, what can I remember? Not the actual character's name, but Professor Yakub. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's it. I'm creating white people.
Real.
He gets into a fight with Professor Yakub.
Coob.
And the whole fucking scene just kind of pissed me off. Because Yakub just keeps, like, baiting him into falling into a portal.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you expect him to die, but, like, do you know his name? He's... And then title card, the guy from Fortnite.
Yeah.
And so he comes back every time, except at one point, both Invincible and Yakub get pushed into a portal into, like, a future dimension where, like, I guess it's Mark's world, but in the future, where he just disappeared for like 20 years.
But they went through like a bunch of different dimensions.
Yeah.
And then the people from like the world, it got like really confusing with time travel and dimension traveling. But basically the dimension he left with Yakub, the funny people made like time machines, and it's like 20 years in the future, and they came back and they're like, we're gonna send you back to do the same dimension but at a different time, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that makes, sure. I mean, you can really just do whatever you want with interdimensional time travel garbage, but
which is
whatever.
why, like, a lot of people don't really like that so many fucking superhero shows and movies do this.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't mind it at first. I was like, oh, MCU, it's kind of cool. Oh, DCU. I mean, alright.
Sure.
They don't focus too heavily on it, so it's alright.
Yeah.
And with Invincible, it's like, okay, you guys are... Like, you introduced this character who's supposed to be this big bad villain, killed him off in the same fucking season, and then this, like, dimension where Mark thinks he's just gonna die ends up being completely inconsequential. Because he just goes back to his primary dimension because...
Yeah. I wouldn't say inconsequential because, like, the main focus of the season 2 was just, like, his mental state.
That's fair. But... Yeah, okay, that's fair. Because his battle with Yakub ends up in him killing Yakub. And Mark has never killed someone.
Yeah.
Save for, like, robots and non-sentient aliens, I guess. But, like, he goes apeshit on Yakub, because Yakub almost killed his little brother, who, if you're lost,
Watch
again,
season 2.
why didn't you watch the... Yeah. And Yakub basically just grabbed his Mark's mom's wrist and snapped her fucking arm in half so that the bone was sticking out.
Yeah, just pranked.
And so when he comes back from one of the dimensions to see that, he's like, oh, you fucked up. So Yakub accidentally goes with him into the funny, like, dimension or era of time where Invincible disappeared. And Invincible just absolutely fucking murders him. He loses his cool, he loses his temper, and he just beats Yakub to death.
Yeah.
And then he basically had a moment where, like, older brother does a wrestling move on his younger brother and accidentally hurts him. He's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do now?
It's like,
Don't tell mom.
For real.
But he realizes that, yeah, he just killed somebody.
Yeah.
Which, again, he has not done. He's prided himself on not killing anyone. But also, he thinks, oh, I'm stuck in this dimension. Him and... God damn it, what's her name? His girlfriend.
Amber.
Amber. What the fuck?
Yeah?
The name that I was thinking of just completely left my mind.
You thinking of Eve?
But, no.
I
don't know what I was thinking of. But, anyway.
Steven. His girlfriend's
Him
Steven.
and... Yeah. My name is Steven Berger.
Oh, yeah!
I'm gonna play my lute for you. But him and... Oh, yeah, I was thinking April.
From Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, April O'Neil. But him and Amber break up. And at first, I'm thinking, like,
Oh.
okay, I mean, probably for the best. And I'll be honest, I really didn't like Amber all that much after season 1.
That means you're racist.
Yes, and a sexist.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
But she suffers very heavily from superhero girlfriend-itis, or superhero spouse-itis, I should say.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, I'm angry because you won't spend time with me, and you're always lying to me. It's like, bitch, you know I saved the fucking world.
Yeah.
You should still be spending more time with me.
That's just women.
Alright, fine. I apologize. But,
Okay. I'm fine with that now.
But they break up, and at first, like, I didn't know how to feel about it, but then I'm like, well, okay. That actually might end up being for the better.
Yeah.
Mark also quits college, and it's like, yeah, I don't know why the fuck he was going to college in the first place. And he finally has the realization of, like, oh yeah, what the fuck am I going to do with college? Am I going to be a fucking dentist? Or a doctor? No.
You never know, Mark. You should go to college.
You never know, Mark.
Yeah. It's not like you're going to live
You
like...
can pay your mortgage.
It's not like you're going to live several centuries to go to college some other time.
Yeah. But, there's also a bit of a relationship maybe blooming between Mark and Adam Eve. Which at first, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. Because you just forced out one relationship and immediately went into another. Not went into, but immediately started hinting at another. And so my first thought is like, oh, he's going to use Adam Eve as a relapse. And they're not going to stay together. But at the same time, Adam Eve is a superhero just like Mark. I don't know how her aging works. I don't know if she's going to be immortal as well, or at least live longer like he is.
Well, I think it's...
I wouldn't think she does.
Yeah, I think like with the rest of them, like besides immortal and obviously invincible, like the Viltrumites, because like the rest of them are just like pretty much just human,
normal, like, yeah, exactly.
Not aliens. So I think it's pretty much like mostly they're gonna age the same.
Like, Adam Eve and Invincible would be good for each other because they can finally both have someone that they can talk about their superhero problems with.
The superhero balls.
And they both have a very good understanding that, yeah, we can't spend time with each other very often. But at the same time, maybe they can, because they can just save the world with each other.
Yeah.
And always have each other's backs. But...
slap each other's backs.
Hey, man. Oh! Invincible slaps her on the back.
Explodes. Just do a fine mist.
It's like, oh, fuck!
Oops.
Hey, robot, you got another time machine?
Yeah.
Which, that was something I found really confusing. So, if you remember, the kid that
Rudy.
the guy that is in Rudy, the guy that's in the robot, he used Rex's DNA to create a child clone so that he could live in a normal body.
Yeah.
And it would make sense that in the dimension where they are like 20 years ahead, he is grown to look like Rex. The thing that confuses me is when Adam Eve looks over at Robot, when he takes his helmet off, she says Rex,
Yeah, I'm pretty
not Rudy.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much. I think that's supposed to be Rex. He's just wearing
Which
Rudy's armor or
that
suit,
still
whatever.
weirds me out, though.
I don't know. I think that might just be like some sort of like, not Easter egg, but like foreshadowing. Like, oh,
That's what I was gonna
like
say.
Rex and Rudy are gonna have. Gonna become friends.
All right. I don't know. It weirds me out. One second. Oh. It weirds me out that Rex would ever decide to just almost assume the identity of another character.
Yeah.
And not really like add anything to the robot. But who knows? Maybe he actually needs the robot suit, and he's like the heads in Futurama.
Yeah.
He's one of those, and he needs the robot to like actually move around.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see Rudy anywhere in there, so yikes. But also at the same time, the funny alien parasite that infected the astronaut, that is kind of an arc. They defeat him and bring the human back, and I don't know what happens to the Martian version of the human.
I think
the
he's
shapeshifter.
I think he's still on the team of the heroes.
Probably
Whatever
because
it's
they did
called.
rescue him.
Yeah. Because like after that, we didn't really see like that team of heroes in action much. Because like half them were out of commission, so it was mostly focused on like Mark after that.
Yeah, but they get the parasite off of the astronaut's head, and then the parasites infect not Rex, Adam Eve, and
Rudy.
Yeah, it was Rudy. But they are immediately saved, and it's like, all right, what was the point of that? I guess just to add an extra bit of tension, but it feels like a psych.
Yeah.
And then, the human astronaut returns back to his apartment, and somehow one of the parasites ended up in the sink. I guess it would make sense that, like, you know how in Alien, the face huggers latch onto your face and an alien baby pops out of your stomach?
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if they would have, like, somehow... Oh, shit. Put, like, a parasite in his stomach, and that's what he vomited out. And that's what infected him. But it's like, either defeat the fucking villain or don't. Like,
Yeah.
quit, like, switch and baiting.
Quit masturbating.
Yeah. And it also felt like there really wasn't any consequence to almost any of the deaths. Alan died in the beginning of season 1 and season 2. Came back. Duplicate died, came back. Shrinking Ray died, came back. Rex died, came back.
I mean, like, some of those, like, aren't necessarily they died and came back. It was just they looked like they died.
It was a fake out.
Yeah.
Which is still, like... I don't know. I love the show, and it's nowhere near enough to, like, ruin my enjoyment of the show at all. Not even close. But, it does kind of fuck with me a little bit. Like, I think after watching Edge Runners, I don't view, or even playing Cyberpunk at all, I don't view character deaths the same anymore. Like, in Edge Runners, when a character dies, it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, it hits you hard because you know they're not coming back.
Yeah, it's like different media.
And it spares you no fucking detail.
Yeah.
Like, fucking train. when a character, like, say a character gets fucking shot in the head brutally and gruesomely, the camera will just look at that character and show you, like, yeah, he's not coming back. His
Yeah.
brain is on the floor. Or,
Oops.
she's not coming back. Half her fucking brain is spilled out of her skull and her torso is open.
Yeah.
In Cyberpunk, it's... sorry, in 2077, it's the same way. Except for in the case of, like, one character. But I think after watching Edgerunners and playing 2077, my view on death is no longer, like, at least for characters, is no longer like, oh, I hope he comes back. It's like, oh, that really fucking sucks that that character's dead, but if he comes back, then I feel like it, like, what was the point of it then?
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, nowhere near enough to ruin my enjoyment of the show. I absolutely love it.
Mm-hmm.
But it does slightly annoy me a little.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
I'm fine with it. I mean, the first season was definitely like they killed off like a billion characters, especially that first episode, funny surprise ending. But
yeah, that was fucked. That was fucked.
I remember that got me because you tried to get me into the show, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll watch it. I was watching. I was like, oh, that's what this is gonna be. All right.
Yeah, no, because I remember that was like my main selling point. I was like, oh yeah, you want to see a cartoon where people fucking die in the most horrific ways possible?
Yeah.
It's like, not really. Not too bad.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with it. I don't really see a problem because it's like with the funny duplicate death, like that makes sense. How she was hidden off away. I mean,
Yeah.
and
if it would have just been her dying, that or quote unquote dying,
yeah,
then I don't know. I feel like it would have been more impactful.
yeah, but like I do feel like her coming back was a bit like not really forced, but just out of place, kind of.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah,
I agree.
just now of all yeah, okay, just at the end of the season, like, oh yeah, by the way, before we get to the next season, let me just show you something real quick. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
It's like, oh yeah, sorry, we just remembered this character exists. We
Yeah.
gotta bring her back somehow.
Yeah, but and then like, with Shrinking Ray, that one I'm probably like, I don't know, that one's probably the one I feel like most like dumb, like it's the dumbest one of them.
Yeah.
Because with Rex, like he got funny brain shot time. It was a good cliffhanger for the episode to come back when he's like epic time, and I do think that was done well where he came back and he was like he like has like the character development where he's like, man, I was asshole.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was
I liked
that was really nice. So I think doing something good with it really helped it, but with Shrink Ray, it was just like she's still just like
Yeah.
in a coma. And it's like, all right, well, like, cool. I guess there was maybe kind of no point in doing that, but I don't know.
I think my problem with it is like I stopped liking superhero media because it's like you always know what the outcome is gonna be.
Yeah,
The superhero is established, then the villain is established, and it seems like the superhero is gonna lose, but no, he always wins. Like,
Yeah.
the superhero always wins. There's always a good ending. And that's what I liked about Invincible at first was that, wow, yeah, no, there's no happy ending for some of these characters, and that's really fucked up.
yeah,
But it also makes it feel more grounded, and the tension is more palpable.
yeah,
But now, when all these characters are being revived, it's like, oh, well, I guess they do win the day,
yeah,
no matter what. But that is one thing I really like about the way they did Rex's development, is that they don't just do a complete 180 shift, where he's suddenly like, oh, I care about your feelings. Like, no, he cares that he was an asshole, but he's still the same person.
yeah,
Like, when he's trying to console Invincible, he's like, oh boy. Because he doesn't know how to, like, handle that. He's not suddenly just some fucking incredibly empathetic person. He regrets what he did, but he's still, you know, like, he wants to change, but he's still Rex. Like, it's
Yeah.
gonna take time. I don't know. I really like how they're doing Rex's development, and I'm glad it's not just a sudden, immediate 180 shift.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Indeed. What time are we at, Joe? Because I have one more story.
20 minutes.
At first, I was like, fuck you. That's it can't be real. And then I'm like, oh wait, no, he's definitely fucking with me.
Yeah, no, we're in like an hour.
There's one more thing I want to talk about, and it's tomorrow, which today is Sunday at the time of recording. Tomorrow
It's
there's going to be
Monday.
a total. Yeah, tomorrow there's going to be a total solar eclipse, and because of that,
yeah.
I get to miss school.
Oh, you get out. Oh, that's epic.
Well, if you brought in an excuse ahead of time,
okay.
you get to. And I did. It doesn't matter if your
Like a
attendance
boss.
is fucked either. It's just, hey, if you bring in an excuse, you're good.
You're good. Yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, yeah, it's like a kind of like a health hazard.
astronomical event. I wouldn't say a health
Well, I mean, like if you're like going to school and you're like, oh, what's happening in the sun? Ah!
But yeah, I'm gonna watch the solar eclipse, which every time there's been a solar eclipse, I've never been able to see it here in Funnytown. But here where we live, it's supposed to be a very high percentage.
Oh yeah.
So
Down in Texas here,
yeah,
where it snows all the time.
yeah. So hopefully it'll be epic.
Yeah,
And if it is, we'll talk about it on the next episode. Oh fuck, we didn't. Oh.
Oh,
Debate!
Yeah, we could do next episode. Unless,
God damn it.
Unless you want like epic long episode. Well,
No.
yeah, no, we should
'cause that-
definitely save it.
That'll set a standard.
Yeah, definitely save it. So we, in case we, well, I say in
Yeah,
case,
yeah,
but we
yeah.
won't have anything to talk about next week. But yeah, I mean with the solar eclipse, I think it's supposed to be around like noon, and I'm off tomorrow.
It's supposed to be at around 3.
Oh, okay. Well then, I might. I was gonna say if it's around noon, I'm absolutely gonna miss it. I'm gonna sleep right through it, but I'll still probably miss it because I'll get on my computer and start playing like Minecraft or something.
And forget
Yeah.
that anything is happening.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention, only like an hour into the episode, I'm playing Darkest Dungeon right now. Not that it matters, but
I'm
just
not
thought I'd
playing
mention
anything. I've been sitting at the Discord screen the whole time.
Yeah, I've done that a couple episodes.
Yeah, I just farted again. It was
Wow.
kinda
Someone had Taco Bell tonight.
funny. I didn't.
I know. I was
That
making
cool.
it was just a funny fart joke.
Hey,
Hey,
Roll
look,
the outro.
just because you're not.